from the News Channel 5 network. This is Out and About Today. Sponsored by the Tennessee Performing Arts Center.
Hello, I'm Chuck Long, and welcome to a special edition of Out and About Today. Netflix's Marriage or Mortgage has become one of their buzziest shows of the year. Filmed right here in Nashville, couples must choose between a fairy tale wedding and a dream home. Marriage or Mortgage's co-host Nicole Holmes is one of my favorite people, and she's going to be with us for the entire show. First, though, let's take a look at Nicole in action.
We want a house. I mean, that's the smart decision to make. But
Evan, you can just say,
I want our wedding to be the best wedding of all the ones that we've been to.
We want to start a family soon.
We need more space.
If we buy a house, it could be years before we can afford the wedding we've always wanted.
We could do both.
No, we can't.
That's where we come in. Owning a house is the all-American dream. I'm a real estate agent. I can make that dream come true.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
The best part about being a wedding planner is being able to create these huge moments for my couples.
Oh my God.
You and I are going to compete for their business. I'm going to show them they can afford a wedding that's over the top.
Oh my goodness. That bacon?
I'm going to find their dream house. It can be everything you want.
This is what we're talking about. It's in my dreams. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Let me have this.
All right, Marriage or Mortgage, huge hit, and now I want to welcome Nicole Holmes. Hey, friend, how are you?
I'm so well. How are you, Chuck?
Just excellent. I've been looking so forward to this show. Want to say, first off, right at the top, huge congrats on the success of the show. I mean, did you have any idea?
I mean, I knew it was a cool idea, and it was so much fun to shoot. I mean, every single couple brought their own personalities, and just so much fun to shoot. So I knew I had a great time doing it. I'm just glad it's as well received as it has been.
Absolutely. And I mean, of course, you were tailor-made for it. Of course, Nicole, you've done lots of television and commercials. You've been a television host, but also you do real estate. So kind of how did this all come to be? How did it come together that was a perfect thing for you?
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I have a love for television. I've been on camera since college, so that is a passion of mine, clearly. And then I got my real estate license about 13 years ago, and I've been practicing real estate in Middle Tennessee ever since. And the production company found me. Honestly, they had a different wedding planner, and they asked her if she knew of a real estate agent that would fit the bill for this type of thing. And I actually was in her wedding. We were really good friends. And so she suggested me and did the auditions. And then one thing led to another. That wedding planner ended up falling out due to a conflict with one of her associates at work, that she just didn't feel comfortable doing the whole wedding planning thing on camera. So then the production company had to go back and look for another wedding planner, and that's when they found Sarah. And I mean, the rest is history. They introduced us, although we had met before, but just briefly. So we weren't like the friends that we are now prior to all this filming.
Well, and one of the beauties of it too, you guys have such chemistry. I mean, I know there's a friendly competition, do you buy the home or you do the wedding? So kind of, how did that all work?
You know what? Ultimately, it's about respect. I respect what she does. We're a lot alike in some similar ways, but we're also very different on how we look at marriage and how to spend money. And I mean, obviously, if you watch the show, you understand that. So, but she's just a sweetheart. She's so much fun. She's got a very quick wit. She's really good at planning weddings. And we have our friendly competition that goes back and forth. And you get a glimpse of that banter on the show. I mean, there's so much that I thought they would put in the show that was left out. They could do a whole nother season just on our little fun, snarky comments back and forth.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can already tell. I mean, it's just so obvious throughout the season. So show's also
it might have to be on something on a different channel, maybe like
we'll
HBO
look for
or
that.
something.
Yeah, we'll look for those bloopers. So one of the things I love too, it's so inclusive. I mean, you guys have. I mean, you've got one of the couples. They're two nurses, wives to be, and they're actually. Of course, you're competing to say, is it going to be the wedding or is it going to be the house? So let's take a look at them with their kitty, and then we'll talk about it on the backside.
I'll let you get in the front seat. Oh my God, okay. She's actually coming with us.
Yes, she is.
Georgie, nice
This is preparing us for children.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
Come here.
Well,
There we go.
Georgie. They love that cat. Alex actually had Georgie before she met Whitney.
That's great, but you're acting like it's a child, like she birthed that thing or something.
Pretty sure she thinks she did birth her.
Oh,
That's why I'm getting on Kitty's good side.
Georgie.
This is going to be so fun.
I love the line, getting on Kitty's good side.
I mean, they do. That cat is their child. And I understand I've got fur babies before I had a real baby, so I get it. I totally get it.
So I've got to ask you, like when you meet these couples, do you, from the time that you meet them, do you kind of have an idea it's going to be a challenge to get them to go for the home, or I could change your mind if I need to?
You know, I'm an overly confident person, Chuck. I always think that I can change people's minds. So, yeah, I really thought that I would have the majority of the wins on the show, and nobody was more surprised than me when every time that they did choose wedding, I don't want to make any spoiler alerts if people haven't watched it yet, or spoilers, but yeah, I was totally shocked. I will say the only caveat are the two gay couples, which those are the ones that I completely understood why they felt like they had to get married instead of buying the house. Everybody else I was just flabbergasted by. But those are the two that just I wasn't shocked by.
Well, and when you go in that, and of course you know television and you also know real estate, but I mean, did you feel like it gave you a little bit of an advantage, kind of knowing how it works when the cameras are on and how people can be influenced, but also knowing your stuff with the real estate market? Do you feel like that gave you a little bit of an edge?
I mean, maybe just in a comfort level, but Sarah quickly warmed up. She had never been on camera before, and she was super nervous about it. You wouldn't know that because, I mean, once the cameras are on, you kind of forget that they're there. And yeah, she was just great, and it was so fun. I think that our most fun were the days that we actually worked together.
What about the success of it? I mean, it comes on, it immediately goes into Netflix's top 10. Tell me about your reaction when you found that out.
I couldn't believe it. I was flabbergasted to turn on Netflix and then to see your show right there, the top 10, and it stayed there for about a week. I was super excited about that. Just amazing. I mean, my family's over the moon. I just went back home to Southern Illinois, and everybody, everywhere I go, so excited. Everyone's so kind and complimentary. It's just really been awesome. Such a great experience.
It couldn't happen to a nicer person. We're so excited for you. All right, we do have to take a short break, but when we come back, did someone say big, fat, gay wedding? You're watching Out and About Today.